right arm over the wicket. It's a great shot.
Get ready for the weekly dose of cricket updates, commentaries, predictions, interviews with cricket stars and a look at the local cricket scene with host Archan Mehta and Dr. Nilesh Mehta in show Crickbaaz every Sunday 4 to 5 p.m. only on Radio Zindagi 1550 AM.
Welcome back to Radio Zindagi Crickbaaz. Today we have CSK fan, Karthik. We also have Punjab fan in Professor Anand, and of course my co-host Dr. Mehta. So let's start with CSK. Welcome Karthik to the show. You are a massive CSK fan. He was also schoolmate with one-time CSK and now RRR cricketer Ravi Ashwin. Karthik, in past 5 years since since IPL has grown, we have around millions and millions of CSK fans, right? Whether it's on Facebook, Twitter, what have you, on social media. New York Yankees have 5 million and CSK has outgrown them. As a cricketing fan, how do you rate the CSK season so far? Do you think they are definitely yes in playoffs this year?
Yes, that's a good question. Maybe I'll start off saying that CSK is one of the most storied franchises in T20 cricket and also IPL. The fandom or the fan following that you just mentioned is just unimaginable and primarily created by Mahendra Singh Dhoni, and he's actually brought that attraction to CSK. So far, the way this season has gone for them, they started off really strong at home with 2 wins out of 2, and they looked like they were going to actually make it 4 out of 4. But then setbacks in away matches put them at 2 wins in 4 matches, and now they have actually come to a point where they were able to win the one very important away match against Mumbai Indians, because that's the classical El Clasico as we call. Was a tough game for CSK to beat Mumbai at Wankhede is no mean feat, and the team is shaping up well. And I think at the close to the halfway stage, CSK look on track for yet another IPL qualification. For me, they definitely finish in the top 4. Pushing top 2, I think Rajasthan are looking pretty strong for taking the top spot.
Oh, thank you so much. CS के बारे में कहते हैं कि धोनी 40 के पार, रहाणे 35 के पार, कैच पकड़े ऐसे जैसे कोई यंगस्टर, उड़ते हुए बोले फील्डिंग में है दम, हम भी है अभी यंग, CSK in playoffs, here we come. So thank you for that that response, Karthik. In terms of their youngest player for CSK in MS Dhoni, it looks like there is, whenever he walks into the field, that it creates some sort of a euphoria in the stadium. There is something that happens. He's yet to be dismissed, has scored 59 runs of like 23 odd deliveries. So in this year, what is different about MSD?
Yes, you make a really good point. He actually comes down the order and with a few balls to face, or maximum like 1 or 2 overs to face. So I think the biggest thing for me this season is the clarity of thought, right? I mean, he just had a knee surgery, and he cannot really run like the young Dhoni used to. So his role is pretty clear. He is coming in at the point where he's gonna try to hit every ball out of the park. And I think, as we say, he's just growing younger by the year. And some of his magical knocks, one against DC, even though CSK lost, that was celebrated by the CSK fans as a victory. And against MI, 3 back-to-back sixes to finish 20 of 4 balls, and the margin of victory was exactly 20 runs. So that sort of goes on to show the value of the man. But yeah, I think just clarity of thought, and bowlers are under pressure even as he walks out. So I think that is a major factor, because he's done it in the past and he continues to amaze himself also in doing it again.
Absolutely. And one such amazing guy from CSK has been, with amazing performance, has been Shivam Dubey. In the 6 games he has played, he scored 242 runs and striking at 160 plus. He's a complete slayer of spin, or at least there is some air about him that he's going to come and crush the spins. Um, your thoughts on his chances for the India World Cup as compared to Hardik Pandya? He's on 131 runs with a strike rate of 135.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to compete against Hardik because of his all-round capability. But Shivam Dubey in this IPL and probably in the past 3 IPLs, he scored the maximum number of sixes in an event for the last 3 years in an event comprising of Puran, your I mean big hitters like Joss Butler and co. So I think definitely once termed as probably a spin slayer, like you mentioned, but teams have got it terribly wrong against Dubey, right? So in the off season, Dubey has gone back to the drawing board and he's actually practiced a lot against fast bowling, the short balls to prove his critics wrong and to come out and score these runs. So anytime Dubey is coming on to bat, he's coming on to bat in the tough overs, right? The 6 to 15. Usually that's the period where I think you use spinners to sort of choke the run flow. But CSK are tactically sending him in the 9th through the 13th over, where now opposition teams are pulling back their spinners and bowling their fast bowlers. And this guy, Dubey 2.0, is able to handle them with ease. And they don't have a plan B. Mumbai didn't have a plan B. They went with fast bowlers right as Dubey came in. They couldn't get them out, and their specialist spinner in Gopal just bowled the sole 1 over. So he's actually putting teams off their plans, and I think he's showing he can be a terrific player against fast bowling as well. So yeah, he definitely should book a ticket, and he will be dangerous in the smaller grounds in the US and the Caribbean.
Good call on that, Karthik. The reason why I mentioned Hardik Pandya is the captaincy change, right? We are seeing on one hand, there is, change of guards from a legend like MSD to Rituraj on one side, and then on, Mumbai side, we have, Rohit Sharma, Hardik Pandya taking over from Rohit Sharma. How do you think Rituraj has fared as a captain so far?
Yes, so I think the circumstances which actually led to both players being captain are probably a little different. I think in Prithviraj's case, I thought the management and Dhoni handled the transition really well. Couple of days to the tournament, Dhoni made the decision to actually hand over the captaincy to Ruturaj, and the fans and the CSK folks did accept Ruturaj as captain because MS Dhoni was actually handing the baton to him and say, "Hey, I recognize he's going to do the job for me." Whereas on the Mumbai side, I think the management made the call in making Hardik Pandya the captain. So I think I would say Ruturaj was in a better headspace taking up the captaincy, having the support of the fans and the players, as opposed to Hardik having this tough situation. But having said that, Ruturaj has taken to captaincy like fish to water. He has been calm, cool, collected, and he's definitely taking a lot of inputs from Dhoni. Again, there's no ego, going to Dhoni for help and the senior players. And I think off the field, you have the calm Stephen Fleming as the coach, you have Hussey as the batting coach, and DJ Bravo as the bowling coach, right? So I think he's using his resources really well. And since he's a guy who doesn't get too flustered, even when he bats, you can see he's really calm. So he's able to bring his batting to help him as well, right? So I think for me, captaincy is, as a player, if you're able to perform well on the field, your captaincy decisions are going to be much more brilliant. So I think in the last 2 games, Ruturaj has shown against KKR and against Mumbai that yeah, he can take the responsibility of batting and captaincy at the same time. So really excited for the future.
Thank you, Karthik. This is Radio Zindagi 1550 AM, and it's Archan and Nilesh Mehta, and on CricBaaz, Mehta is better. Thank you so much, Karthik.
Thank you.